She's a rich girl. This is a test of all the things. All... what? This is how all my packages come, you guys. I don't know how they get to me. But I know it's got cream chip beef in it. Yeah. Hey YouTube, I'm AC from AC Toy Design. Good to see you folks again. I want to give a big shout out to Uncle the Craftsman for helping me get this YouTube channel rolling. And everybody that came over from his camp, thank you very much. Nothing but positivity. It's been great. I also want to give a shout out to Far Toys. Fart Toys. Fart Toys. On Instagram. If you need 80s stuff, that guy's got it. And he's got a surplus of Toad's cream chip beef. That's where I got the Cheers Cliff Clavin figure that you saw at the beginning of the video. Thanks, man. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about a two-part 1-2 silicone mold. If you've watched my earlier videos, I did a one-part silicone mold. Made it one part. So today I thought I'd run you through all the stuff that I used to make my two-part mold, which you'll see is very similar to how I made my one-part mold, except it's in two parts. So while I'm going over the supplies that you'll need, keep in mind that all the links to everything that I'm using is below in the show links. And while I'm talking, you might want to go and grab a snack, maybe some oats, maybe something different. Again, I want to give a big thanks to all you folks here on YouTube. The response to the channel has been... So let's get started and I'll run you through all the stuff that I'm using in this video today. So with the two-part, it's literally two parts. So you have to make one, and then you have to make the other. Some would say it's a all-day project because you need about 6 hours for this Umu 30 to cure and become solid. And then you need another 6 hours or so for the second part. If you add 6 and 6, 12. So either start early and finish late, or start at a different time and finish later. I would say in my experience the advantages of a two-part mold is that it leaves less room for error. You're going to have more control over where the resin goes. You're going to have more control over bubbles that may get stuck in the little crevices and creases. So what I usually do with my two-part mold when I'm pouring the resin is I'll put a little bit in each side, take a toothpick, move it around into the trouble spots where air bubbles might get stuck, and literally pop those bubbles, and then I'll close the mold, wrap a rubber band around it, and pour the rest of the resin in. You have to do all that really quick because as you're messing around inside of the mold, it's going to start to cure, depending on the cure time or pot life of the resin that you're using. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down some tin foil so that our mess goes on the foil and not on. Next thing you want to use is some gloves, right here. Building bricks, some little cups, little mixing cups, little guys, little dudes, stir sticks, popsicle sticks for stirring, rubber bands, maybe a toothpick, some spray release. Shake it, baby. Something new that I just bought that I should have bought years ago is one of these dust spray bottles, or it doesn't spray dust onto things. what it does is it sprays dust off of things to clean out your mold. Clean out your mold, please. And lastly, some clay. Modeling clay, whatever kind of clay you want to use, as long as it is clayable. So what you're going to see in the video is me laying the Chud Baby down, which is what I'm using to build the mold around. Some building bricks that I'll build around it, like a frame. Once that's done, I'll lay down the clay, put the Chud Baby on the clay. From there, what I'll do once I have the mold built around the object is I'll lay the object down onto the clay and build the clay up around to the halfway point of the object. You want halfway because it's a two-part mold and you're building half and then the other half. Once I get the half built around him, you want to make sure that you make it as snug as possible, the seam around the object, so that no resin seeps down between the object and the silicone once you start casting. You want it to be a tight fit. Also, once you get it built halfway and before you pour the silicone, is you want to score it. And these are called keys. And they're called keys because the other half is going to have sort of the male end of the key, and one half is going to have the female end. And once they're cured, you put them together, and it keeps the mold secure, so it won't slip, slide, or move. Locks everything in place. It locks everything in place. And I've just done that with objects, sticks, pens, whatever. And it doesn't matter the size of them as long as there's many of them. Let's get a closer look. Let's get a closer look. Let's get a closer look. So I hope you guys found that helpful. If you didn't, obviously I decided to keep the beard, so thanks to everybody that suggested I do so. If you did, and you have a few clicks left in your fingers, please be sure to like, subscribe, and bell icon. And I'll have all the affiliate links for everything I used in the show notes below. Oh, and stay tuned for the next video in this series where I put this two-part mold to work to cast some resin. And if you want the channel to stick around and you like what you see and you want it to grow, please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/actoydesign. I'm planning on doing a Patreon exclusive Halloween themed video, but for the rest of you folks out there, I probably won't see you until after Halloween. So be safe, please enjoy it, it's a great holiday. Yeah. What is this? That's me. And I will see you in the future. That's a good one. That's a good one. One of my best. Right? This is great. This is really great. Nice job. You. Wampa, nice job. Nice job, Wampa.